Guys, I have just arrived to the end of Las Vegas. You want to know what I mean by that? Look. The road just ends. But it's not just the city's borders that go from something to absolutely nothing. It might now also be the entire city. Vegas is dying. That's what people everywhere are saying. And to be honest, the numbers are worrying.
Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions of dollars.
Tourism is down a whopping 11%. June alone saw 400,000 less visitors. Billion-dollar resorts are empty. This is starting to get creepy, don't you think? The Vegas airport is losing hundreds of thousands of passengers. And overall, the numbers haven't been this low since there was a global pandemic.
Las Vegas is starting to look like a ghost town, and the locals are super worried. Vegas used to draw you in because they would give you free valet, no resort fees, steak and eggs for $3 anywhere you went. You gambled for like a little bit at $5 poker hands, and you would get a free room. They would comp your whole stay. You'd come back. Now you have $50 a night resort fees, you have $40 valet, you have steak and eggs that are like $98, you have bottled water for like $25, and they were like, why is tourism down? Well, people can't afford it anymore, and they got fed up.
It's a West Coast thing. Yeah, everything on the West Coast is like dying.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Hello everyone. Hi, wherever part of the world you are watching me from, welcome to the family. And yeah, I want you to kindly subscribe before we proceed. So you've watched exactly what what is happening. Like Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. The glittering playground of the world. All those lights, like you just know Las Vegas in the movies when you see it, right? Is now very, very quiet. Las Vegas is quiet. Hotels sit empty. Casinos are losing millions. Tourism has plummeted. What happened to the Sin City? Sin City, what happened to Las Vegas? And this is just the beginning, and it's just the beginning of the end for America's most famous city of lights. Yeah. So let me not waste much of your time. Let's get right deep into exactly what's causing all of this, how it began, all this, and I'm gonna do a commentary. In the meantime, please stay, watch, and subscribe.
Refused to believe that this was possible, so I went to go see it for myself, and before I even got to the hotel, I started to see what people were talking about. The 19-minute ride from the airport was $95. The minibar had a pressure sensor, so if you wanted to pick something up for more than 60 seconds, they charge it to your room, and you do not want that. A can of Coke was $12, crisps were $10, 2 energy drinks ran me back $18, 2 coffees and a cake pop $28, a bottle of water in Caesar's Palace, $12. A basic sandwich, $17, and that's not even including tip.
Get me out of here.
Heck, money can accidentally leave your pocket in Vegas. While we were there, a mother reported her hotel charging her $224 after her son unknowingly unplugged the weight sensor tray to use the wall sockets. I mean, she should have known. It does say that you'll be charged $50 a day plus taxes on this tiny little note right here. How could you miss that? Now, I go much deeper into this in the full YouTube video, so go watch that after this. But beyond the prices, there's also a major generational shift in Vegas. Gen Z aren't drinking, smoking, or partying as much anymore. In fact, when booking a vacation, they're the most likely generation to search for nature. Yeah, a little different to the inside of a smoke-filled casino. I mean, just look inside the most expensive resort ever built in Vegas. It's completely dead, despite the owner stating that this project was themed to attract a younger crowd. But the ultimate question, after a full week in Vegas, did I and my friends think that this felt like a dying city? Well, not exactly. It felt like a hurting city, most certainly. And the prices of Vegas keep going up. Yeah, it's gonna have more problems to come, but it still attracts over 40 million visitors each year. That's staggering. And Vegas has faced problems like this in the past, and it's reinvented itself, and it definitely needs to once again. But if you go there on a Saturday night, there is nowhere in the world that is quite like it. So if you want to see our full experience and reasoning,
if you really want to know what's going on in Vegas right now, and if it's really as empty as people say, stay here and watch this video. Over the past couple months, I've seen a lot of clips on TikTok where people filmed empty streets and said Vegas is dead, and I was thinking, hey, no way. They probably just filmed one side street at 5 in the morning. Last night I got here was August 7th, Friday night, and I went out at 10 p.m. It is shocking. Even the actual main strip, it's crazy. Check out these videos.
Yeah, people were in line. It's Friday night, 11 in the Luxor Hotel on a Friday night, 11:30 p.m. And this is what's going on.
So yeah, there you have it. I would say Vegas is officially dead. The only place you see people is if you go to like a DJ set or any kind of event, and even that in a nightclub is 50% full, max. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't help to sell freaking bottled water for $8. Vegas, you need to reset.
Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions of dollars. Some are saying that could signal trouble ahead for the U.S. economy.
We're seeing double-digit drops in Vegas in particular, and I think that's going to be the story of international tourism in 2025 and going into 2026.
Las Vegas may still dazzle, but for many visitors, that sparkle now comes at a steeper price, from soaring hotel rates to $9 coffees. Inflation is hitting hard, and fewer tourists are traveling to the famous destination.
Picture this. You land in Las Vegas expecting glitz, energy, and that electric feeling that only this city ever had. You check in at your hotel, and before you've even unpacked your suitcase, the bill hits you. $60 early check-in fee, $50 resort fee, $25 cocktails, and you realize it's not the Vegas you remember. One Reddit user summed it up perfectly. We can't afford Vegas the same way we used to. This is why we just sleep in the car now. Tourist numbers are collapsing. Vegas saw an 11.3% drop in visitors this June alone. That's over 400,000 fewer people in a single month. So what's happening? The truth is, Vegas is being redesigned to push out the middle class on purpose. And it all starts with one cold, calculated idea straight from the top. Reason number 1, the elimination strategy. The truth slipped out in one sentence. During a 2023 investor call, Caesars Entertainment CEO Tom Reeg said, "You're kicking out the lowest end. I see no reason that needs to stop or would stop." That's not a misquote. That's the plan. Vegas executives aren't hiding it anymore. They want fewer tourists, but richer ones. They're deliberately pushing out middle-class visitors who used to fill the Strip, the buffets, the shows, the blackjack tables. Because when your goal is to impress billionaires, the average gambler just gets in the way. Every price hike, every new fee, every closed attraction, it's not random. It's part of a strategy. Make Vegas so expensive that only whales can swim. But here's what they don't get. When you chase away the crowd, you kill the atmosphere. And without that buzz, even the whales stop coming. 2. When Vegas lost its magic. There was a time when Vegas felt magical. You could walk the Strip and see fire shoot from the Mirage volcano, pirates battling at Treasure Island, or fountains dancing to Sinatra, all for free. Families, honeymooners, broke college kids, everyone got a front row seat. That was the deal. Vegas gave you a show, even if you didn't gamble. But that deal's dead. In August 2024, the Mirage Volcano, a Vegas icon since 1989, was demolished to make room for Hard Rock's new guitar-shaped tower. Crowds gathered to watch one last eruption, phones raised, nostalgia in their eyes, before it vanished forever. The same thing happened to Treasure Island's pirate show, and even small attractions like the Avengers Station have gone dark. They call it progress, but what it really is sterilization. Vegas used to invite everyone in. Now, it just sells exclusivity. And with every upgrade, it's losing the only thing that made it legendary: the feeling that you belong there, even for one night. 3. The high roller obsession. So who's Vegas catering to now? Not the tourists who save all year for one weekend on the Strip. They've been priced out. Vegas now chases the whales, the ultra-rich gamblers who bet more in one night than most people earn in a year. People like James Packer, the Australian billionaire who splashes millions at the Bellagio, or Floyd Mayweather, whose gambling streaks are legendary. For them, Vegas rolls out the red carpet, literally. Private jets, chauffeured Bentleys, suites so luxurious they don't even appear online. Meanwhile, the rest of us are paying $25 for a watered-down cocktail and a $55 resort fee. But here's the irony. Those whales aren't what keep Vegas alive. It's the crowd, the middle-class gamblers who fill the floor, buy the drinks, cheer at the tables. They're the heartbeat of the city. And Vegas is cutting out its own heart to impress a handful of millionaires.
All right, we're in Vegas. This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps, but there's like literally no one around here at all. And on all of our walks pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So, I don't know. Is Vegas slowly dying out? Look, no one's here.
Wait till I get my money right.
Okay, so I live on the edge of Vegas, and I've seen a couple TikToks of the airplane view of how Vegas just ends, and it is kind of weird that it just ends. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the ground view. So you got the houses here, right? And it just goes. And that is the edge of Vegas. Pretty mountains over there. Houses. And then nothing. And it is kind of weird that it just ends, but honestly, I love living on the edge of Vegas. It's quiet, it's peaceful, there's not a lot of commotion. I love that every single time I drive over here, it just goes all the way out like that. It's beautiful. But that's the ground view of the edge of Vegas.
Hi everyone, I know I believe you have watched that viral video compilation that is there, right? So, and we've seen what exactly has caused Las Vegas to be like this. Las Vegas, which was once the glittering jewel of the Nevada desert, the Strip pulsing with lights, casinos alive with energy. But now something has changed. Something has shifted in LA, right? Sorry, I'm confusing LA with Las Vegas. Sorry about that. So yeah. Tourism is collapsing, one of the factors. The crowds are fading, hotel rooms are standing empty, the iconic buzz of Sin City is quieting, and the numbers are brutal. It's really, really bad. And you can see how those people are really, really sharing their opinion on exactly what's going on, and it's not something simple and easy for them. So in June 2025, that was this year, Las Vegas welcomed just 3.1 million visitors, making an 11.3% drop from the same month of last year. That's a 11.3% drop. That's a big number. That's a large number. And by August this year, visitation declined further. 6.7% fewer people walked the Strip compared to 2024, compared to last year. So hotel occupancy is also shrinking, and the prices once was sky high now feel very hollow, and those hotel owners are going through it. You know, the prices were here and now they're just below average. Not even below average, it's low. Yeah, so what's behind the rapid downfall? I have some notes that I can share with you. What do you think is behind that rapid downfall? 1, the rising costs, resort fees, expensive parking, inflated food and drink charges, economic uncertainty. Inflation is biting and many travelers are tightening their belts. It's a political storm. Tighter immigration policies and visa headaches are driving international tourists away. You know, it's the story behind immigration. Visa will always be very crucial to tourism in a country, in an area, right? And you know, Las Vegas, if we're there, red state or not, are they advocating for the rights of other people or not? Please do so in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Why do you think Las Vegas is collapsing? So it's not just the tourists who feel the pain. Casinos are quieter. Gaming income is slipping away. Workers are on edge because of the layoffs, reduced hours loom for hospitality staff. Local businesses, for example, the restaurants, the shops, they're just scrambling. They're just being wasted there. So Las Vegas isn't just a party town, right? It's a barometer for bigger economic fees and like forces. Yeah. So if Sin City is slowly dying, slowing down, some analysts say it signals trouble for the broader US economy, but this isn't necessarily the end, guys. Vegas officials are fighting back. They're really trying their best, launching major promotions, slashing fees, trying to convince travelers. Rate us in the comment section. Tell us, is the Sin City dying? Is it? Is it something religious, political? Just update us. It's not something like the US economy is going down because of this. So, and if you want deep dives like this, please ensure that you've hit that subscribe button, okay?